everyone, welcome to Bookmas Day 1. In today's video we are going to be choosing my TBR for the month of December. I've made it extra special this month. Look how cute this is. I have collated a bunch of Christmas themed and like kind of end of year themed prompts for my TBR jar. I do have a lot of reading plans and I've got a lot of books actually on my Kindle ready for a couple of readathons. I will be doing like themed readathons for Bookmas. But yeah, we are going to be picking like more my physical TBR off of my bookshelves. I think I'm going to be picking around 7 prompts. That's usually quite a good number for me. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get straight into it and pick the first prompt. I am really nervous and I don't know why. This is the first prompt. Oh my god, no way. It's a romantasy. So I don't read that much romantasy like throughout the rest of the year, but for some reason in December I always tend to pick up a romantasy book. So I think I have a good idea of which book I want to read for this prompt. Okay, I have gathered all of my unread romantasy books. I actually thought I only had one, but it turns out I've got 3. Let's talk about this one first. Queen of Myth and Monsters. This one is by Scarlett St. Clair and it is the second book in the Adrian and Isolde series. This couple has their own series. The first one I'll pop on screen. I read this 2 Christmases ago and I had the best time reading it, like a blast. Like I could not put it down. So yeah, I don't know why I haven't picked this one up yet. Like your guess is as good as mine. If I'm completely honest, I actually can't remember too much of what that series is about. I think the main character in this ends up being promised to this kind of like dark prince to get married to him. I think this is quite smutty from what I can remember, and if I'm being honest with myself, I'm not so much into like smutty romances anymore as I used to be. I think I prefer the kind of like really wholesome sweet romances. So yeah, this will be very interesting. Anyway, I got this Waterstones exclusive edition with the sprayed edges. I think it's usually a blue colour. It is just complete escapism and I could not be more excited that this is the first book on my TBR for December. This is going to be absolutely perfect. Okay, I'm not so nervous anymore because that one went really well. Here is prompt number 2. Okay, that's hilarious. Green on the cover is our second prompt. So I could equally have picked this for green on the cover. Oh my god, the way I literally did not talk about the other 2 romantasy books. What is wrong with me? I was so excited about this book that I did not even consider the other 2 books that I picked up. Just quickly before I put these back, because clearly I'm not interested. A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer R. Armentrout, which is again another second book in a series. I think, to be honest with you, when I was picking this off my shelf to consider for this prompt, I already probably knew I wasn't going to read it because it is so long. But I do really want to continue on in this series. My best friend read From Blood and Ash only a couple of weeks ago and she was getting me really excited to actually find out what happens in the rest of the series. She's not going to continue reading because she was really like rage reading it towards the end and not enjoying the things that happen at the end of that book at all, which to be honest with you I could not remember. But yeah, she filled me in and like basically gave me all of her live reactions to that book, so I feel like I could just pick up where I left off and start this one. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to read this during December because I want to read so many books and this is just so long. And then the other one, I actually don't know if this is technically romantasy. I know it is fantasy and I'm guessing it has a romance, but that's A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, who is the author of The Bridge Kingdom, which I know is super popular. I do think this could be classed as romantasy because on the back it says, born in fire, chosen by the gods, it was foretold she would unite a nation, but unfated weave their own destiny, even if what they want is forbidden, and she wants him. So yeah, it's definitely giving romantasy. I actually really like the sound of this, so I do want to get around to picking this up eventually. It came out in February of this year. Maybe we can pick it for another prompt. Okay, I don't even need to look at any other books because I already know that I want to read this one for green on the cover. So this is a cute Christmas romance called You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, which is by Timothy Janowski. I got this as a proof a while back and I obviously have wanted to read it at Christmas, but I haven't got around to reading it in Christmases past. I think I'll definitely be picking this up for my 24-hour romance Christmas readathon. I think this is kind of like a hate to love Grinch romance, not the actual Grinch, as in like one of the guys, I don't know if he's the love interest or the main character, is like a real Grinch about Christmas, which I definitely have been in the past. I feel like some people might not like this off the bat because there's going to be a character that doesn't like Christmas. Oh my god, I love the sound of this. So Matthew Prince is a young rich guy who's like very in the public eye and he basically messes up and like has a PR nightmare, and he gets sent off to spend Christmas at his grandparents in this like small town. Just when it looks like the holiday season is bringing nothing but heated squabbles, the charity gala loses its coordinator and Matthew steps in as a saintly act to get home early on good behaviour. That's hilarious, but even a Grinch can't resist the unexpected joy of found family, and in the end the forced proximity and infectious holiday cheer might be enough to make a lonely prince's heart grow 3 sizes this year. I love that. I am so excited for this. It says it's perfect for fans of Schitt's Creek and Red, White and Royal Blue. Honestly, I have not seen a single review about this book, so I don't know what to expect. I think I'm gonna leave it that way and like not look on Goodreads or see the rating, because I just want to go into this with 0 expectations. This is going to be the second book on my TBR. I'm so excited I managed to fit this on my TBR already, because this was the one book that I was like 100% I need to pick. All green books so far. Anyway, let's go on to our next prompt. Prompt number 3. We've got candy canes on this one. Also, these don't correspond to the prompts whatsoever. I just did cute little designs on each one. This is set during winter. I've got a few in mind that I could definitely pick for this one. Shut up. I think my mum just found a hedgehog. Oh my god, that is so cute. Stop. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's like a little baby one. There's a video. Well, that's just made my day. That was adorable. Okay, I've got a few options again for this one. So I've got Winter in Sokcho. It's Winter in Sokcho, a tourist town on the border of South and North Korea. So it's about a French Korean woman who works as a receptionist in a rundown guest house, and then one evening an unexpected guest arrives, a French graphic novelist, and he's trying to find inspiration from the landscape there. You know what, I have not heard the best things about this book, but it is a really quick read, so I feel very tempted to pick this one up. The next book, which also has winter in the title, is Winter Animals by Shani Lewis. I talked about this in a recent vlog, debating on whether I should pick this up, but this is a winter thriller set at a mountain, like a ski resort. Everything that's said about this reminds me of The Secret History, because it's about this outsider who's having a bit of a midlife crisis, and she gets wrapped up into the world of this group of young adults who are on vacation in the ski town. So this is a really good contender, and I could also read it for a winter thriller 24-hour readathon I'm doing. Then we've got Beartown by Frederick Buckman, which is obviously so perfect for this time of year. I started reading it already. I think it was towards the end of last year I started reading it, so I'm on page 60, but I wasn't really into it, so I did actually end up putting it down. But yeah, this is about a small town that's like really into its hockey. It's about the kids, it's about the coaches, but I think something like really dramatic happens, like potentially murder. So yeah, it's just about this like really bleak wintry town. It's set in the snow, it's got a mystery, I think. I don't know why I didn't finish it. And then the last option is We Do Not Part by Han Kang, who's the author of The Vegetarian, and this is her latest translated book, which is coming out in February. I also talked about this in my last vlog. This is set on Jeju Island in the snow. It's about the discovery of this family's particular experience of the massacre in Jeju Island that happened 70 years ago. But yeah, actually I don't know how I'm gonna pick this one. This is probably the hardest choice so far. I think the way I'm gonna have to choose this is like what I'm most in the mood for right this second. You know what, I think I'm gonna go for Winter in Sokcho. It's the shortest one. I think if I don't read it this month, I'm never gonna read it. So yeah, if I don't read this in December, I will have to DNF this. This is my rule for this book because I've had it way too long. We're gonna go with Winter in Sokcho by Elisa Shua Dusapan for the prompt set during winter. I've also got my Christmas pajama bottoms on right now because I was not trying to get dressed today, if I'm honest. I just wanted a cozy day at home. Prompt number 4. Let's go. Here's the prompt. Okay, this one says red on the cover. That is so exciting. I feel like I'm picking all the prompts that I wanted. Red on the cover, that is pretty open. There's no theme to that, so I could really truly choose anything. Okay, I grabbed all of the books with red on the cover that I actually like the sound of at the moment. So let's start with the non-fiction on the list, In the Margins by Elena Ferranti. This is the author of The Neapolitan Quartet and Lost Daughter, which was one of my favourite books of last year, and that is why I picked this up. This is 4 essays by that author on the reading and writing of literature. Ferrante offers a rare look at the origins of her literary powers. She writes about her influences, her struggles, and her formation as both a reader and a writer. The next book couldn't be more different. Sad Girls by Langleaf. It's her debut novel and it's a coming of age story. It's a romance. And then the last book, which I have pulled because I think it's the top priority for me to finish this year, that's Rouge by Mona Awad. The red on this cover is gorgeous. I feel like I can't put this on a list and not choose it just because I've told myself I have to read it before the end of the year. So yeah, we're most likely going to be picking this one, I feel. But anyway, this is about the beauty industry and how obsessed we are with our skin and our outer beauty, but she's turned it into this horror-filled gothic fairy tale. It's about this young woman who ends up losing her mother, and it kind of sends her down this rabbit hole of like looking into like eternal youth and beauty. I love all the themes in Mona Awad's books, so like I don't think I would read a single Mona Awad book and not get so much from it or enjoy it. I'm gonna add this one to our pile. Prompt number 5 is gonna be, I can't get it off. There we go. Okay, this is a fantastic prompt, a 5-star prediction. So we just get to pick a book that I think is probably going to be 5 stars. And to be honest with you, I'd like to think that there were more books on the shelf that I actually predict I'm going to give 5 stars, but I've been so picky recently that I think there's only like a couple of books that I can be absolutely sure will be 5 stars. Like, I don't even know if Rouge is going to be 5 stars, and I would have said it would like a year or 2 ago. But yeah, recently, very, very picky. I genuinely think this is the only book on my shelf where like I would be surprised if I didn't give it 5 stars, which is really, really bad. From what I've heard, this just sounds like so up my street, and now that I've read another book by this author, I have a feeling that anything that she writes I'm gonna lap up. So we are going to be picking If We Were Villains by ML Rio. So the other book that I read by ML Rio was Graveyard Shift, and I read that in October, gave it 5 stars. I love the writing, I love the characters, I love the setting, like the dark academia vibe. Oh, there was so much about that novella that I loved. So my feeling is that out of every single book on my bookshelf, this will be the book that I will give 5 stars. I might end up eating my words there. It is set on a college campus. It is about a group of classmates who study drama, I think. So they're all in a play. I think it is a Shakespeare play. So it's definitely reminding me of All's Well and The Secret History already. 2 books that I've given 5 stars. One of them being my favourite book ever. Don't worry though, I'm not putting like any connotations of what The Secret History is onto this book, because I know that they are compared a lot, but to be honest with you, everyone who's read it that I've talked to says that they are so different. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep them separate in my head. I know there are a lot of like crossover and similarities in theme, like pretty much everything about this screams Secret History. I'm not gonna have those expectations because obviously The Secret History is my favourite book, and I don't think that will change after reading this one. There's a detective, one of the characters is writing after the fact in prison. I wonder what plays they do. I'm so interested because I'm going to be going to see The Tempest in December, starring Sigourney Weaver and also Gavin from Gavin and Stacey. I didn't know he was in that until today. Anyway, I'm going to be seeing that in December, so I'm interested to see if The Tempest is mentioned in this book. I'm a fan of Shakespeare. I really enjoyed studying Shakespeare when I was at A-level GCSE. Throughout my whole school life I loved Shakespeare, so I feel like I will probably enjoy those parts of this, hopefully, fingers crossed. I have never been so fond of a book that I have not read in my life. So long story short, this is going to be on my list for a 5-star prediction. We picked 5 books, so I think we're going to pick another couple of prompts now. Let's go with this one. Prompt number 6 is Snow on the Cover. Let's bring these 2 out again as potential options. So we've got Winter Animals and Bear Town. This is so tricky, but I think something about Bear Town, like I just want to pick this up and actually finish it because I feel a sense of loyalty to it and that I just need to finish it. I don't want to give up on this book basically because I've already started it. I'm already on page 60. Let's finally get this read, guys. Okay, so this next prompt could be the last one on this video, so let's pick wisely even though I have no clue what I'm picking. Oh wait, it's a holiday romance. I don't think I've got one of those on my shelves anymore. This would have been the perfect prompt for You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince. I don't think I've got a single physical holiday romance. I will be reading a ton of holiday romances in that Christmas romance 24-hour readathon I mentioned, but they're all on my Kindle. So yeah, I don't actually have another holiday romance to pick for this prompt, so we're gonna just go ahead and select a new one. Final book. This is actually scary because I feel like it's really high stakes. Winter in the title. Okay, that's it. We're picking Winter Animals. Okay, that is worked out perfectly. Okay, so this is how my December TBR is looking. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to add one more book to the list. I don't know why, I just feel like I want another book on there that's like super cozy, because I feel like some of these books are not giving cozy. A lot of them like are actually kind of dark, like Rouge, If We Were Villains, Bear Town, Winter Animals, Winter and October. They're all kind of like dark and not light, and I kind of want one more, hopefully just like light fluffy book, maybe even a romance. This might be a silly idea, but I'm gonna go in for an 8th prompt and just see what I get. I just want a cute book, like I just want a cute cozy read. Please, please, Christmas gods, give me something good. Okay, let's go with this one. I am so nervous. End of year TBR. I don't really have any other books on my end of year TBR. Like Rouge and If We Were Villains, that was my end of year TBR really. I think I'm just going to take this as pretty much a free pass to read whatever I want, because my end of year TBR is already on that list, like those other books that I really wanted to pick. I think I'm gonna go and find a romance, because that is what I'm just in the mood for right now. I could finish the To All the Boys I've Ever Loved Before series and read Always and Forever Lara Jean. I have a feeling this is actually quite summery. Yeah, it literally says summer on the back, so I don't think I'll pick something so obviously not winter. I might do this. Yes, I think I might pick up this book. I think I'm gonna go with Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis so long ago, but I do remember giving it 5 stars. It's definitely one of my favourite romances ever. I do love Rolo though, so that might be something to do with it. I have not read another Ali Hazelwood since then. I got this when it came out and I still haven't read it, and this has been a long time coming. This is about a romance between 2 people who work at NASA, but I think it is another like hate to love. I think Ali Hazelwood does like very similar romances, and to be honest with you, I'm not mad about it, because I've been dying to read another book with a similar dynamic to The Love Hypothesis since I read it. So yeah, we are going to add Love on the Brain to my December TBR. This is exactly what it needed. Like I feel like it was getting a bit scary and a bit gloomy. It just needed some love on it. Okay, so right here, if it's not gonna choke me, is my completed December TBR. This is already looking way better with that last book. It just looks a bit less intimidating, a bit less scary. I actually made me think I could do it. I would say I've got like 80% faith in myself to finish this stack of books. This is a commitment, but I am committed. I'm so excited because I am going full bookmas mode. I want to read so many books in December. I want to vlog. So yeah, you guys will be seeing me read these books throughout December, hopefully. That's it from me for this first bookmas video. I will see you guys very soon, literally in a couple of days, with my getting ready for Christmas vlog. I'm getting in the Christmas spirit, decorating the flat, going to Christmas fairs, garden centres, wrapping presents, all of that good stuff. I hope you guys are having the best day wherever you are, and I will see you very shortly in my next bookmas video. Bye!